The Mad Hatter, with his oversized hat and nonsensical riddles, is an iconic character in Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. He is a figure of whimsy and chaos, embodying the absurdity that Alice encounters on her journey through Wonderland. But beneath the surface of his eccentricity lies a deeper meaning, a reflection of the human psyche and the complexities of mental illness. The Mad Hatter's Tea Party, a scene etched in literary history, is a chaotic whirlwind of broken conversations, impossible riddles, and nonsensical logic. Carroll's portrayal of madness, though fantastical, holds a mirror to reality. The Hatter's erratic behavior, his inability to perceive time linearly, and his detachment from societal norms all point towards a deeper psychological struggle. While Alice in Wonderland is a children's story at its core, it delves into the complexities of the human mind, exploring themes of identity, perception, and the very nature of sanity. The Mad Hatter's Tea Party is not just a gathering, it's a descent into madness. Time is meaningless, conversations are circular, and logic has taken a permanent holiday. Alice, accustomed to the ordered world of Victorian England, finds herself utterly bewildered. The Hatter, along with the March Hare and the perpetually sleeping Dormouse, subject her to a barrage of riddles with no answers and pronouncements that defy reason. Why is a raven like a writing desk? The Hatter asks Alice, a question that has baffled readers for over a century. The answer, it seems, is entirely irrelevant. The Hatter's question is not meant to be solved but to illustrate the absurdity of his world, a world where logic and reason hold no sway. The table is cluttered, the conversation disjointed, and time seems to stand still. The Hatter and the Hare are perpetually stuck at 6 o'clock, condemned to an eternal tea time. Alice, initially amused by the Hatter's eccentricities, soon becomes frustrated by the lack of order and reason. The Mad Hatter is more than just a whimsical character in a children's story. He is a powerful symbol of mental illness, his madness a representation of the struggles faced by those living with conditions that affect their thoughts, perceptions, and behaviors. His erratic behavior, nonsensical pronouncements, and detachment from reality are all hallmarks of a mind in turmoil. Carroll's portrayal of madness, though written in the 19th century, still resonates today. The stigma surrounding mental illness often prevents open discussion and understanding. The Mad Hatter, in all his absurdity, forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality of mental illness, to see the world through the eyes of someone whose reality is vastly different from our own. In the Victorian era, Hatters often suffered from mercury poisoning due to the chemicals used in hat making. This poisoning led to a variety of neurological symptoms, including tremors, mood swings, and hallucinations, which came to be known as Mad Hatter disease. The Mad Hatter's character therefore serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of empathy and understanding when it comes to mental health. Alice's journey through Wonderland is a continuous encounter with the illogical and the absurd. Her interactions with the Mad Hatter in particular are a testament to her resilience and adaptability as she navigates the labyrinth of madness. Alice, a child of reason and logic, initially attempts to apply her understanding of the world to the Hatter's nonsensical pronouncements. She tries to follow his riddles to make sense of the chaotic tea party, but her efforts are met with frustration. The Hatter's world operates on a different plane, where the rules of logic and reason are suspended. Yet, Alice persists, demonstrating a remarkable ability to adapt to unfamiliar and unsettling situations. Instead of shying away from the Hatter's madness, Alice confronts it head-on. She engages with him, albeit with a mixture of curiosity and bewilderment. In doing so, Alice shows a remarkable capacity for empathy, a willingness to understand a perspective vastly different from her own. Alice's encounters with the Mad Hatter, though initially bewildering, ultimately contribute to her personal growth. The Hatter, in all his absurdity, forces Alice to confront the limitations of her own logic and to embrace the unknown. She learns that the world is not always a rational place and that sometimes, the best way to deal with the absurd is to accept it. The Hatter's influence on Alice is subtle but significant. He challenges her preconceived notions of order and sanity, pushing her to question the world around her. Alice's initial frustration with the Hatter's antics gradually gives way to a grudging acceptance, a recognition that not everything has to make sense. This newfound acceptance of the absurd is a crucial step in Alice's journey through Wonderland. It allows her to navigate the increasingly bizarre situations she encounters, with a sense of resilience and adaptability. The Hatter, in his own way, prepares Alice for the challenges that lie ahead. The Mad Hatter, though a figment of Carol's imagination, holds a mirror to our own world. His madness, a symbol of mental illness, reminds us that the mind is a complex and often fragile entity. The Hatter's struggles with logic and reason, his detachment from reality, and his unpredictable behavior all point towards the very real challenges faced by those living with mental health conditions. Carol's portrayal of madness, though written in the 19th century, remains relevant today. The stigma surrounding mental illness persists, often preventing open discussion and understanding. The Hatter, in all his absurdity, forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality of mental illness, to see the world through the eyes of someone whose reality is vastly different from our own. Just as Alice struggles to make sense of the Hatter's world, so too do we often struggle to understand those whose experiences and perceptions differ from our own. The Mad Hatter's enduring appeal lies in his ability to spark conversations about mental health, empathy, and the importance of accepting difference. The Mad Hatter, despite his eccentricities and nonsensical pronouncements, continues to captivate readers and audiences alike. His enduring appeal lies in his ability to embody the spirit of whimsy and imagination, reminding us of the power of nonsense and the importance of embracing the absurd. In a world often bound by logic and reason, the Hatter represents a liberation from the mundane, an invitation to see the world through a different lens. His chaotic tea party, a place where time stands still and logic takes a back seat, offers a welcome escape from the constraints of reality. The Hatter's riddles, though impossible to solve, spark our imaginations and challenge us to think beyond conventional boundaries. His nonsensical pronouncements, far from being meaningless, reveal a unique perspective on the world, one that celebrates the absurd and embraces the illogical. Moreover, the Hatter's enduring appeal stems from his status as a cultural icon. His image with the oversized hat and mischievous grin has become synonymous with madness and whimsy. He has been portrayed in countless adaptations, from stage productions to films to video games, each interpretation adding a new layer to his complex character. The Mad Hatter's character has been reimagined and reinterpreted countless times since his literary debut. From stage productions to film adaptations, each iteration offers a unique perspective on his madness, his motivations, and his role in Alice's journey. Some interpretations lean into the Hatter's whimsical nature, portraying him as a harmless eccentric with a penchant for riddles and tea parties. Others delve into the darker aspects of his character, exploring the potential psychological underpinnings of his madness. Tim Burton's 2010 film adaptation of Alice in Wonderland offers a particularly striking interpretation of the Mad Hatter. Johnny Depp's portrayal leans into the Hatter's emotional vulnerability, suggesting a deep-seated sadness beneath his eccentric facade. This interpretation adds a layer of complexity to the Hatter's character, hinting at a past trauma that may have contributed to his descent into madness. The varied interpretations of the Mad Hatter serve to highlight the richness and ambiguity of Carol's original creation. Whether portrayed as a whimsical trickster or a tragic figure, the Hatter continues to fascinate and intrigue, inviting us to explore the nature of madness and the power of imagination. The Mad Hatter, with his nonsensical riddles and chaotic tea parties, may seem like an unlikely guide. Yet his journey through madness offers a valuable lesson: the importance of embracing the absurd and challenging our perceptions of reality. Alice's encounters with the Hatter, though initially bewildering, ultimately contribute to her personal growth, teaching her to navigate the unpredictable and to accept the existence of different realities. The Hatter's madness, a symbol of mental illness, serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy and understanding. His struggles with logic and reason, his detachment from reality, and his unpredictable behavior all point towards the very real challenges faced by those living with mental health conditions. Carol's portrayal of madness, though written in the 19th century, remains relevant today, urging us to confront the stigma surrounding mental illness and to foster a society that embraces difference. The Mad Hatter's enduring appeal lies in his ability to spark our imaginations, to challenge our assumptions, and to remind us of the power of nonsense. He teaches us that it's okay to question the world around us, to embrace the absurd, and to find humor in the unexpected. In a world often bound by logic and reason, the Hatter encourages us to let go of our inhibitions, to embrace our own inner madness, and to find freedom in the nonsensical.